call upon Mr. Goldthorpe to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2011.
This is much better. Okay. I think first of all I have to start off, I think it's the former elementary school teacher in me that has to say, what an audience you've been. You haven't clogged the aisles, you were very orderly taking your pictures, there's not been a single cell phone that I've heard go off. Give yourself a hand. Now you've been sitting here for quite a while listening to a lot of very profound words. And I thought that for somebody as special as Hannah, we need to change it up a little bit. So here goes. Our mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. So get out of the new one if you can't lend a hand, for the times they are a-changing. Bob Dylan turned 70 this month, and while he may now have more generous words to say about the parental contribution to the development of young people, his words about change are as true today as they were 40-odd years ago when he penned those lyrics. Young people that we are here honoring tonight stand on the threshold of a very big change in their lives. But in fact, the changes have been ongoing for the past 4 years at Clarkson. Graduates, take a look to your left and to your right. That is not the same face and body that walked into Clarkson fresh out of elementary school 4 years ago. And I would suggest to you all that on the inside there have been even more profound changes. The person that you've chosen to represent you tonight as your valedictorian, like the rest of you, has experienced major change and growth in her life. But she's also done it with her own unique style. I remember a conversation with Mrs. McMillan almost 4 years ago when we were discussing the early practices of our respective teams. Mrs. McMillan had this swim team and I was coaching junior girls volleyball. And we both remarked how this new grade 9 girl, Hannah Woolley, stood out. She was neat, different, but different in a good way. Hannah demonstrated such playfulness and at the same time a fierce competitiveness and unquestionable commitment to anything she engaged in. I personally witnessed her determination to build her volleyball skills every time she took the court, from those grade 9 days right up to and including her serving in the Cancer Drive teacher-student game last month. I also remember walking her off the flag football field after she had broken her finger, and then watching her return to play with a cast on in the following days. Hannah was determined to keep playing no matter what, and she was our only center. She continued to snap the ball with a cast on all the way through 4 sudden death playoff games to help the team win Clarkson's first regional team championship in 13 years. I have really enjoyed coaching Hannah. Every year she has been at Clarkson, whether it be on the field or the court. I admire her strong, mature values, her courage to march to her own drummer, and her joie de vivre. That's for the French department. In looking through the yearbook and the pictures shown at the grad breakfast, I noted how many shots there were of Hannah with someone else. She has been a friend to so many of her peers, yet at the same time able to resist peer pressure. A rare and precious characteristic indeed. It should be mentioned that academically, Hannah is no slouch either, having an average of almost 85% for all of her high school courses from grade 9 through grade 12. This young lady gets it. She knows that what you get out of any activity corresponds to what you put into it. Hannah's teachers remark about her insightfulness, her love of reading, and how her engagement in her courses contributes not only to her own learning, but that of the entire class. According to her English teacher, she is consistently demonstrating sophisticated understanding of human nature and a wicked sense of humor. Hannah, I would like to encourage you to continue to face the changes that present themselves to you, both the ones that you welcome and the ones that you fear, in the same way that you have here at Clarkson, being true to yourself and to your values. Me giving your advice, and I'm not even your counselor. Looking ahead, and again following her own path, Hannah is taking a year's break from her studies and is traveling to Spain. And for your information, Hannah, that's exactly what I did 42 years ago. Mr. and Mrs. Woolley, I am sure that you have had your hands full with this headstrong young lady from time to time.
Nah.
But you really should be congratulated, and I dare say Mr. Dillon would agree with me. For your part in producing such a wonderful and competent young woman, I know you're extremely proud. Without further delay, and certainly no more singing, it is truly my pleasure and privilege to introduce the valedictorian for Clarkson's 2011 graduating class, Hannah Woolley.